Welcome to the Zix TV. I am the Zix, and we're going to be having a look at a block tech set. Alien Invasion of Doom. Droid Attack with 316 blocks, pieces, 4 figures, and 4 models to make. Here we are with, let me get the glare off of it. There we go. Okay, let me position it. There we go. Now this one doesn't look too bad. Look at this. We got a robot over here with a nice pretty transparent clear windshield type thing, some laser guns and a grabber. We got a some nice transparent radar dishes and laser cannon on the legs there. A space ship. We get some of these pretty green parts there. Doesn't look too bad, and the mixture of white with the the mixture of yellow with the white and the black doesn't look too bad. Look at that. And then we got this over here, which looks like it was inspired by the Droid Starfighter from Star Wars Episode 1 and Episode 3. And we got more pretty green cone things that looks like. We got one of our little alien guys. Love those guys. Alien. And we get a military guy for some reason. And 2 space dudes. Laser cannon. Space jet. 4 figures included. Land Rover. Looks like a spaceship to me. Looks like a droid fighter. And what's this called? Attack robot. Droid. Tac Droid. Unique, multifunctional characters. Looks pretty good. So we're gonna. There's our minifigures. We're gonna check this puppy out and find out what's happening with the alien invasion of Doom. And here we are with the Droid Attack. Now, I'm happy to report that there is no piece count padding in this set. So we got 316 pieces. Here's our instructions. The standard size with the small print. And you gotta squint at that and look at it really closely. There's our instructions. There's no piece count padding here. There's stuff that could be considered, but not really. And we get the 4 minifigures. There's a guy there. There's the army guy manning the cannon, and these 2 guys. We're gonna have a look at the minifigures, close look in a moment, and all of the details. So stay tuned for that. Set our minifigures aside. Let's set our Droid Starfighter aside and look at this spaceship here. Now, this is a wonder. Look at that. He fits right in there. and they use the boat underside pieces. This is what I was talking about in all those other sets where they didn't use them. Use this, and it's, we can see down in there, and your minifigure is going to fit, and you can close the canopy. Now this is a an old Mega Bloks part that's put to good use there. So we got that. I think I might have attached it wrong. It goes this way. Let's see. Is that going to... There we go. It works. Okay, that's better. That, I'd just like to pause and enjoy this for a moment, because they actually did it. With these, this is the right way to do it. They even have one of those underside pieces holding the two halves together. Check that out. I can't say enough good things about this model. This just works. And the yellow color scheme, pretty cool. We got our transparent green, pretty green laser cannon thingy. I think it would have been better if these were transparent, but really shouldn't complain, given that you can actually fit them in there for once. And we do have a black part in there that has some writing on one side. But all block text sets, or most block text sets, do tend to have that. It's got some kind of writing on the side. Oh, there is our guy sitting in his... That's lovely. Love this. It's a cool ship. And there are the engines in the back. We got some little clippy clips onto the little bars. And there's our side wings, pylons with the laser cannons. Here's an overhead view. This just works for me. Like it. And they even give him... he doesn't have a steering wheel or any levers or anything, but they do give him these. This could be some kind of little controls, or maybe a holographic display or something. At least they give him something. And a grill there. This I like. I like this a lot. Fun to build, and it looks good and it works. So we're gonna set him down, set him aside, move on to the rest. Here is the robot, the Tac Droid, and he's got these pretty transparent blue parts going to the side, and he's got it in the back. And he's on wheels. Now this, I like this. Most mech robots, dating back to, let's get the glare off his windshield. There we go. Is he gonna roll off on me? Most mech robots are, they have the arms, and then they have legs with feet, like dating back to Lego Exoforce, where they were all very much alike. 2 legs with feet, and then arms that bend at the elbows. And I understand a mech robot is supposed to be like a human being, so it's supposed to have 2 arms that bend at the elbows, 2 legs that bend at the knees, and so forth. But I do like to see something different. If I want to see something like a human being, I'll buy an action figure. Maybe a nicely articulated one, so you can do a variety of really nice poses. With Legos and stuff, I want to see something different. And this is different. He's on wheels. I like that a lot. Instead of feet, we've got wheels. The legs, you can eat the way that it's designed on the clippy clips. You can spread them out like that, or bring it in. Like that. And a testament to the yet another testament to the grabbing power on these blocks, bricks, pieces. We've got two little grabbers grabbing onto the pieces with the get out of the way pieces with the little bars, and those are just stuck on there with nothing underneath to hold it. And I'm even pulling on it a bit gently, and it's not going to come loose. That's how well these Block-Tech parts fit together. They have really good grabbing power. It takes a bit more effort to get them onto each other. It takes a bit more effort to get them off of each other if you want to take it apart and make something else. It takes a bit more effort, but I think it's worth it because you get superior grabbing power, superior to Lego. Legos will come right off, and you can put them on there very easily, and they come right off very easily. So if you did this with Legos, you'd have to lock it down with something. And here, it just works. But there are the wheels on the, I guess what would be the feet. Simple design, but I like it. It's different. Probably could use some detail on the inside, since we can see through some kind of power core. Get some transparent round bricks and stack them up in there to be a power core. Maybe in this nice transparent blue color, something that so that we can't see all the way through them. Some detail. Maybe put some detail on the floor in there. Some kind of something to since he's a robot. But those are just my thoughts. His arms, not the typical arms. It's just we got the little this standard Block-Tech style of hinge part there with this little turntable, and I wish the turntable had more friction, or it can spin around a bit too easily. Wish it had a bit more so we could pose his laser cannon. Here's a look at the laser cannon there. And here is his grabbing arm on the other side, and that uses a little hinge piece, so you can actually move that out a bit. Pretty good. I like it. It's different. I think it could use a bit more support underneath, but it seems to get along fine with the way it's built. That's just superior grabbing power, and it enables you to do stuff that you can't do with Legos. Or you'd have to add more parts to support the underside so it doesn't fall apart, and various other these side parts here. You'd be able to take that right off, and it would probably fall right off when you play with it. So the only thing I don't like about him is the you can't pose the arms. These are different from the usual mech robot arms that we're used to seeing, that have more joints and can bend at the elbows and wrists and stuff. So for me, this is a win. We got the wheels, really nice. Let's move on. What else have we got? The cannon. This one is I switched out the white ones because they want you to put the red antenna bars onto the droid fighter here, and that doesn't go along well with the pretty green color, so I use the white ones for this one. And I think it works fine. We got the transparent red. This can spin around. It's on one of those turntable things. We got some nice transparent radar dishes and a whole bunch of those little circle things at the end. No real piece count padding. A little bit at the end there, but you could say that that's for appearance's sake, to have a bit more sticking out there. We got the Lego Hinge style, the clicky joints that click together, and then you move it in a certain way and it stays there. And then we got the standard little clippy clip grabbing onto a little bar at the end. And these work. Works, makes a stable base. Here's another thing. We got our chair sticking out in the back. You've got a plate, red plate on there. Chair sticking out back. You can actually fit the guy in there without the chair falling off. That's superior grabbing power. And then we got a reused Best Lock hinge from the days of old for our cannon. That's how it works. No real controls for the guy, but everything else is in good order here. Pretty good. And here is the Droid Starfighter. Now I already did a little bit of modification to this. These red rooftop parts in the front, they want you to put them over here and over there, but that restricts the ability of this part, and it pushes it outward like that, so you'd have to have them, actually I think it would, so it restricts having the red part here restricts the hinge connector. So I put them up front. There's nothing really that's put there, so I just put them in front of the canopy. We got some more of the yellow. We got some wings in back with these little tail lights on them. Same style of engines as on the other Starship here. And of course our pretty green laser cannons for the not bad, but can we fit a guy in there? Let's straighten out our wings here. Not bad. Can we fit a guy in there? I give him a chair. He doesn't fit. Pretty close. Your window canopy has to be up a bit higher. In the picture on the box it shows it all the way down, so We cannot fit him in there on his chair. So I would say that this model is the weak link of the bunch. Another weak part is where these curvy angled parts are connected onto two studs there, two pegs. It just doesn't really, it can come off pretty easily, even with the superior grabbing power. So we can see on the other side there, we've got our hinge. What you could do is all those little squares from the other sets, take a square, put it on either side, take this off, move it one notch forward, and then put a plate back here to help it, something to help the hinge part grab onto these wingy parts better, so that it won't pop right off like that. That's what I would do. So this is a weak link. It needs a bit of work. Also underneath we've got these again, they use these pieces which work the same way as these underside pieces with the cutouts, so you can fit the guy in there. You just can't fit all the way. So let's see if we can take out the chair, maybe take out this control console, and they don't have anything holding these together underneath there. Take out his control console. These are old Best Lock parts. It's got the whatever those are on the underside, a little cutout. Let's put this back on here. And we get some actual plates of decent size for a change, instead of padding out your piece count with a bunch of little ones, little squares or little 1x2s. Let's see. Put this. This one goes here. Maybe. Can I get it? Okay. Are those in all the way? I'm going to take my minifigure and see if I can. This is falling off. Get him in there. We could angle him up just a bit. Still got a bit more room to fit him. We could sit him up just a bit, so he's sitting there, angled back like that. That's how I'm going to do it. Let's put our other parts back on in the back here. There. I would take a plate, run it across here to strengthen this, so that you can get them in and get them out. Maybe connect it to this part in the back and this part in the front, just to make sure everything's all connected onto a single base plate. So run a plate all the way across there. You know, fill in the layers that need to be filled in with some plates, and just needed a bit of modification, and there we go. You could even fit some levers or a little control pad in there for him. There we go. Put this back on, and we'll use our chair and this control console that doesn't have anything on it for something else. Here is one of our adorable aliens, smiling alien invaders. Earthlings, we have invaded your planet to bring you peace and joy. Be happy. Be happy. This is the older style of Block Tech minifigure. We can tell because it doesn't have the weird legs and the weird body. Let me get one of the newer style just for comparison. There we are. And the newer style has the different style of, they're not even clippy clips, different style of hands. You'd have to just run a bar through that. There are minifigures like this one better, the old style. We have to assemble these, put the legs on their connector there, plug that in, plug in his arms, and his forearms have a little ball joint with just a bit of range of movement. He cannot bend at the elbow like normal Lego minifigures, but that's okay. These guys aren't too bad. A little smiling alien with a little cute little cap on. I like this minifigure. Nice, nice print, nice body design. Again, much better than this other one with the weird body design and the weird legs. In fact, I think the other one is taller. Look at that. Do I have these guys right next to... Yes, their hands are touching. Peace and harmony. We're friends. Be happy. Yeah, so this guy is taller. This is a better minifigure. It's more like a regular Lego one. This one is this is from other Block Tech space sets. I thought the legs looked a bit too long and the body looked a bit too tall. Might be the legs. They're a bit too tall there. Anyway, aliens who are happy. And here's a spaceman. We don't get any visors in this set, so that's pretty good because all the other Block Tech sets have the Mars mission visors in the chrome gold, and I don't like that. So here's our spaceman here, and he also has the weird back of the legs that grabs onto the pegs. He's got a smiley face under there. This is it's almost rubbery helmet. I don't know if I'd be able to pry it off. It's very strange. It's not just a plastic piece that you fit on there. It fits on really tightly. And then here is our military guy from Block Tech Military with his helmet. And that is why the spaceman has the forearms it should be white because he's in a spacesuit. He's out in space. Well, the military guys are the same way, and so are the rest of the Block Tech minifigures. They just make them all in the same way. And our alien just gets the green color for his forearms. Those are the minifigures, and the other guy, I put him into the Droid Starfighter there, and I didn't want to bother to pull him out. He's the same as our spaceman here. I prefer this style to the newer style. It's just a better minifigure if you ask me. All set and built, I am very happy with this Block Tech set. Let's set our alien aside and our extra two pieces here from the Droid Starfighter that I just did a little bit of modification to. It's still rough around the edges. It still could benefit from some modification here and there, but pretty much everything can. Well, most of everything. Most everything. There have been Lego sets that have benefited from the Zix's own personal touch and my personal modification. So this, on the whole, is not bad. They finally did it. They finally made a good Block Tech space set. This is it, folks. This is a good one. Very, very pleased with this. Just need some modification, especially on the Droid Starfighter here from Star Wars Episode 1 with our pilot in there. Finish it off with, you know, some parts on plate underneath there to help hold everything together. This one I like, although I'm not sure. Maybe it could use a bit of modification too. I think they all could use just a bit of. They're good the way they are, but you know they could use a bit of modification, a bit of spicing up here and there. But what we see here, just what we see here, I'm pleased with it. Especially this one, where they finally got it right, and you can fit the guy in there. And this one, you can almost fit the guy in there. I had to do my modification to get him in there. I like the robot. He's different. Robot on wheels. I would just modify his arms so that they're. I don't know how I would do that. Use a different style of connector other than this turntable that moves a bit too easily. And the cannon, really can't complain. It's pretty good the way it is. Yeah, just a bit of modification. Add some control panels. Add some details, maybe take some extra Lego stickers with some detail and spice it up a bit. Some extra parts here and there, and then it would be even better. But as it is now, I think this set is a win for Block Tech. Good set. I like it a lot. They finally did one that I like, and that makes me happy. This is my review of the Block Tech Droid Attack, 316 pieces. Thank you for watching.